Hi everyone, hope you guys are doing fantastic. And for anyone that's new, welcome to my channel. I hope that you're able to find some inspiration here, or teach me something new. Okay, today I want to play with these little guys. These are the penguins from Crafter's Companion, and they just came out and I had to have them because I love stamps that you can really color. And these are big enough that they provide you enough space to use your coloring skills. Everyone has their style, and I love dyes. I love experimenting with new things, which I want to try the Anna Griffin stuff because everyone loves it and I've never really tried it, so I think that's one thing I need to do. But my thing has always been coloring, and I love cute characters, and I love making a scene out of whatever stamp I have. So I'm going to use this one today, and I already took it out of the package because I had to look at it. And these are really good size. This one is 3.5 by, let's see, by 3.5. So this is a pretty good size stamp that we can make a really good scene out of. And then the sentiments it has is Snow What Fun and happy. It's the happiest season of all. May your Christmas be filled with fun, laughter, and joy ever after. That's cute. And dashing through the snow. But I'm going to show you the other ones that came in the set as well. And most of these I haven't opened. Okay. This one is, I know it's Blessing of Christmas Blessings. It's right there. You would think I would be able to see it, right? This one is Snow What Fun. And this one has Christmas blessings, wishing you peace and joy at Christmas. You're on the nice list. May all your Christmas wishes come true. Not only are they big, but they also have pretty sentiments, which is always a plus. I get an image I like, and I get a sentiment that is nice enough to use with these cutesy characters, but also with our fancier cards, right? Our more traditional cards that we like to send out during the year. I mean, during the season, during the year. I would send it out all year because I love Christmas. All right, and this is Have an Ice Day. Okay. Oh, I don't want to break it. These are so hard to open. But got it. Okay. This one says, have a nice day. There's no one like you. Let it snow, and skating by to say Merry Christmas. So that's all cute. And again, they're really good size. This one is about 3.25 by 3. So that's a really good size. Nice focal points to our cards. If you don't want to add too much of anything else, if you have a good character in the front, it's going to look beautiful. This one is Making Spirit Bright. Of course, we have the Making Spirits Bright right there. Hope you have a festive, fun-filled Christmas. That's cute. I have nothing like that. Deck the halls. 'Tis the season to be jolly. All stamps that I would use during the season. I always say I'm not going to buy any more Christmas, and here I go. Okay. This is the only thing I bought that was new. Oh, no, I'm lying. I got the Diamond Press sentiments, which I hope they're nice. A gift from me to you. See, I always need something like that, and I can never find it. I know I have it in a different little stamp set, but I never find it. A special Christmas delivery, sending holiday cheer, happy Christmas. All cute. Again, They're big. From the top of the bow to the top is 3 3/4. That's pretty big by 2.5 inches, and that's from the ribbon to the ribbon. That's not bad. Very cute. Now this one I was testing yesterday because I couldn't help myself. And where did I put my test subject? Okay. So I wanted to try like my texture paste from Diamond Press, and to see how it look. I'm creating a little scene. I like it. I just would like the little snow scene to be a little smaller. And this is actually just dots. I put it on its side. I'm trying to get it so you can see it. So again, really cute characters. This would look cute on any card or on your boxes, right? Because we always want our trees to look beautiful. And this one says, may your days be merry and bright, sending you warm wishes, Christmas hugs. I don't have anything that says that, and season's greetings. So you see, again, the stamps are all, let me see, they're all in a font that it looks good with the cutesy characters, but you can also use it for your more traditional and fancier looking cards. So that is a plus. I'm glad they did it that way, because sometimes you get those fonts that go more with these characters, and then you're limited to what you can use it for. Because these type of cards are not for everyone, just like these stamps are just not for everyone. But if you like to color, it doesn't matter if it's flowers or scenes or something. I think we can all learn a little bit from each other, and maybe learn a little more about blending. I know I sure can. I love to learn every day, and I love to teach. So that's where we're at. I'm gonna get some paper, and then we're gonna stamp our character out. Now the thought process on this was like, let me get some scrap here. Like creating a snow scene, right? I don't know yet if I'm going to cut this out separately, and I don't know if I'm gonna fussy cut this one out or stamp it and then just fussy the top part. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna cut a card at 5 by 7, and actually I'm gonna cut 2, just because I don't know yet if we're going to use the entire panel or cut it. I don't know how we're gonna stamp it and cut it yet, so I'm just gonna save the trouble and stamp 2 of them out and see which way works best, and then we'll go from there. So we're gonna cut this out at 5 by 7. It's just about there. And I am recording in natural light, so as the morning starts and I see it's too bright, oops, I'll adjust the colors. I'll adjust the camera. But right now, it's just picking up a lot of the white, so I'm sorry if you feel it's too bright. I'll try to edit it out if anything. Okay, so we have 5 by 7. Okay, so now we have 2 cards. One, I'm gonna stamp like more or less where I would want my character to go. And give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm gonna stamp one out, and I'll use the other one if this one doesn't come out the way I want it to. So let's get that done. I got my platform here. It's a little inky, but it's okay. I'll clean it later. I gotta clean up a bunch of stamps too. It's like you create, and then you forget cleanup is important. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna hold that down, and then I'm just gonna figure out where I want to place my stamp. Now I want it at an angle, right? Just to make it seem like it's going really fast down a mountain. And I think I'm gonna just center it. Let's put it kind of right there. All right. Since I'm going to use alcohol ink markers, you know, guys know the routine already. I'm going to use my alcohol proof ink. And let's stamp these two. Now, what I noticed with these new stamps that they have out, they're actually stamping better. I guess they kind of listen to us because I know I have a lot of Crafters Companion stamps that, ooh, is a challenge. Now, the issue that I'm having now, I know it's my platform because I'm always having that same issue. But before, no matter what I stamp with, there was several stamps that they just gave me a problem. And it seems that they've resolved that. So yeah, I'm only having the issue in the places that I normally have it with this platform because I have to buy a new platform. Okay, and it's this one. So unfortunately, I don't know what happened. That I must have put something on it that kind of warped my platform a little bit. So there's times that I just can't get a good impression in certain spots. But I still refuse to buy one, right? You would think I would have bought it by now. Soon, I promise. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Remember, we're gonna ink this up. We're gonna use a lot of different colors, so any little imperfections will be covered by that. And look how cute that thing stamps. Let me see if I could angle it because I know my camera is bright. Look how super cute that is. Now, we could do two things with this. I could cut a mask and just cover the top and then ink the top, which doesn't seem like a bad idea. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Okay. Let me get some paper together and create a mask for this guy. I don't have any more of my masking film, and I don't have Post-it notes big enough, so I'm just gonna have to use like a piece of computer paper. Let me get that going and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have that, but I need to find out where I'm going to put my how I'm gonna do my hill. And I think I'm just gonna get one of these hill dies, and I'm just going to draw on it. Just draw it out so I can cut it out. So that way, when I'm inking, I have everything covered. Now you see it doesn't look like that's a good slope, so I'm gonna bring this lower, kind of to match the way the sleigh is going down. Okay, I think that's better. So now we're just gonna cut this out, and we're just gonna go up. This doesn't have to be perfect. And just cut around the scarf. It's important to do these little sections too, because when the ink gets in there, it's going to look like it's all part of the scene. Let's go in. You know, I always get out of the frame. I'm so sorry, guys. Alright, let's finish trimming this. The ideal material to use for this would be your low tack paper that you can put over it, your masking paper. But if you don't have it, then I don't want that to stop you from creating anything. So just do that. Okay. So when we place it, this is kind of what we're gonna get. So now we have our little hill going, and we can get all this covered. So now everything is protected from here down, and I think that's gonna work really, really well. Okay, so since I don't have since it's not sticky, I'm just gonna stick this to my mat. And then I'm just gonna be super careful. So I'll be holding all this down as we're inking our character there. You can also put some double stick tape here to hold it a little bit. But I think it should be fine. Should be. Let's take this to the bottom. Okay. So this is what we have. Everything is masked up. Now all we have to do is find some ink. What color ink would you like to have in the background? Of course, the skies are normally blue, but we don't have to be normal, right? Because this is a cutesy character. We can have any color we want in the background. So I think I'm going to do a mixture of pinks and purples as our background. And I'm going to use these really bold colors. Let's do pink, raspberry, and the purple. Only because if we add snow, then you'll be able to see it better in a darker color. If you want to be more traditional, then of course use the blues and stuff. But I don't know. I want color. So we're going to get our purple brush out and our pink. Let's see which pink this one will do. And then we could just start inking this up. Now for this part over here, I'm going to have to do it off camera. Just because I really need to go over it, and you're going to see my head. You're not going to see what I'm doing. So I'm going to just start, and then we'll finish it. I'll take a little break, and then we'll finish it together. So when you're dealing with your copy paper, just really try to hold on. Hold on to everything you can. And these parts is better to go up. So you get the ink in, and it's better to do a couple of layers and rush it and then go underneath the mask. So since I'm holding that very well, I can go ahead and color this part in. And I'm not going to remove the mask because I'm still going to add trees and stuff. So we should do all that before we take the mask off. So let's go up. Maybe I don't have to pause. Okay, we'll bring some of this color here. And up. I like my cards to look super happy. Sometimes a little too much. Okay. Make sure I get these areas nice and crisp. Alright, now we can start bringing in some of that purple. And you may think these are dark colors, but when you see everything else beneath it, you're going to see that it really isn't. Everything will look really good together. like my purple is running out. Okay. So we're going to keep adding color. And it looks super light on my camera. That's just because the way the camera is right now. But if you see, just my lighting, you see the purple is going on. And we're going to keep adding. Let me try a different ink blend. I'll be right back. I think we're good with our color, and let me tilt it a little so you can see. And let's make sure that's covered. It's kind of left a streak there, so we got that covered up. All right, which it doesn't bother me because it kind of looks like that's the speed of the sleigh. So let's put this aside. And now we have to figure out what we're going to add. I think I'm going to find a tree stamp I have, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now we're bringing our character over to our platform and also making sure that's on very well. And then maybe just taking a little piece of tape, and of course adding a piece there. And then maybe taking a small piece of tape and putting it somewhere here just to hold it, because I don't think I'm going to stamp a tree there. So yeah, I think that would be good. We're going to put our first tree maybe here, maybe off to the side. And for that, I'm going to use our alcohol, our VersaFine, which is the waterproof ink. I don't want it to blend with the Tim Holtz ink at all, so I'm just gonna make sure that, first of all, that stays there. All right, let's grab that. And let's ink it. Pretty good. So we have that there. And then maybe we're going to add another one somewhere around here. And I'm going to have to wipe this off so it doesn't contaminate anything, because once I put it down, that's where it's staying. Let me get my rag and I'll be right back. Okay, so we got enough of the ink off. And now I'm going to place this guy maybe right about here. Okay. Let's try to grab that. And now we can ink it as well. Press that down, press, press, press. So we have that. Everything looks horrible before it looks better. Now, as far as the snow is concerned, maybe we should just use the Crafter's Companion inks, and maybe just like let it set for a while to kind of erase some of these inks, and then we can probably make that work and look like a little snow going on. Let's get our ink. I'm always losing stuff, guys. Okay. And we're gonna get a brush. I'm just gonna leave it there because I can wipe off better there. And find a brush that you can really flick So this is kind of stiff, so it'll be easier to get that done. All right, so we're gonna get our glitter, and we're gonna do a little test run, and we're gonna put some of that down. And some of the spots I wanted to have bigger flakes, so I'm really gonna let it have it. And I'll show you what that looks like right now. Let's clean up the mess. And now we can remove this, and then we can wipe down our board. All right. All right, that's good. So let's do the reveal. This is how it looks. Hopefully you can see it. And when you take it all off, look at that. Yay! Now, I would have colored it first. But it looks great. I love it. Look at how cute it is. I'm going to let everything dry, everything settle. And then I'll come back and color this guy. I might color it off camera because you guys have seen me color a million times. I'll probably just do 1 or 2 spots with you guys and then just go ahead and take it to the side. And then we could just put our sentiment and our card is ready to go. I love it. Look how good that sky looks. It doesn't have to be blue all the time. And you see those little purple spots? I thought that would bother me, but it kind of looks like it's that momentum of him going down like these lines, so it doesn't bother me at all. All right, so let me get my alcohol markers and I'll be right back. Okay. We're gonna start off with our gray. And I've said this before, but I'm gonna repeat it again. On the new brush, the brush tri-blends, these grays are a little darker. This is IG2, IG7, and IG10. And on the original ones, the bullet ones, there was IG2, IG4, and IG5. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to use our mid-tone here as our lightest color, and then I'm going to use these 2 darker ones. And for me, that does the best blend for now. So we're going to go ahead and color him in, and I'm going to try to be careful. I don't want to contaminate him. Let me get a piece of paper that I can lean on. Okay. So let's just start and laying down our lightest color. That out the way. Come on. Okay. And just bringing it up. And we're going to do the same thing with his arm. And now we could come in with our darker tones. Because he's supposed to be black, right? A penguin. Most of them are black. So we're just going to bring these up and start flicking it. Anywhere you think is going to be a shadow. I'm trying not to go too close to the edge because for some reason sometimes on this paper it expands too far out. So I don't want to get a dark color into anywhere I don't want. I could just blend that in. Okay. So let's just do this, and then we could come in with our mid-tone. And just figure where we want that. You guys know that most of the time I just go over it on a second time, so if I feel it's too light, I can always adjust it. Sometimes less is more, and you avoid from ruining your project by putting too much ink in the beginning. I've done that a million times. Okay? And then you come back in with your lightest tone and just blend that in together which gives you these highlights, which look really nice. On the camera right now, everything looks super blown out. I'm gonna adjust that when I pause, just so you can see everything better. Again, I'm shooting in natural light, so as the day adjusts, so does my camera. All right, I'm gonna finish coloring this up and I'll be right back. Okay, I think now you can see it better, not too blown out. And you're gonna color this in. And if you still want more of a highlight, then come in with your lightest tone. Right there. Okay? So you see it starts looking a little darker. Now I want him to be a little bit darker. So I'm going to come back and add some more of this darkest shade. And then come back with our mid-tone. And then our lightest tone. So we have that going on. Okay, I'm gonna finish coloring him up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have most of him colored, but I'm gonna do the sleigh with you guys. And sometimes browns can be a little tricky. They can either go really dark or too light. I'm gonna use the golden brown blend, and I'm gonna use that because I want it to pop a little more than the more muted browns. I'm gonna color here. I'm gonna add some color there. I'm gonna leave the center white for now, and I'm just gonna add a little color so my blending is easier. And with this, I'm gonna flick out into the wood. So maybe turn this a little bit, and just be mindful of where your lines are. Doesn't matter if it goes into there because it's going to be brown anyway, but here you want it to be very careful. And just keep flicking it. You can go in more if you like. It's wood, so the more imperfect it looks, I think it looks better. And we're just gonna make our shadow here. And now we're gonna go in with the mid-tone that's has a little more yellow in it, so it doesn't look super dark. And of course, like always, we can just come back and add more shadows and details. Now the light spot, it's lighter in the back because there's more space, right? So you wouldn't be getting so much of him in your shadow, causing a shadow, I'm sorry. So we're just gonna go in. And now we can see where we want to add some more color. I definitely want to darken it up a little bit. So, and just flick that out a little more. And now let's go back in with our gold color, mid-tone, the more orangey. And then our lightest tone again. And not everywhere. All right, so that's that part. Love the way that looks. And we're gonna do the same thing here. We'll do the sides and everything after we finish. go with our dark tone, and again, being very careful. Let's go with our mid-tone. And our lightest color, just to blend all that in. And now we can start to center. Excuse me. I already know I want this darker here, so let me go ahead and do that. This is our lightest tone. Okay. Mid-tone. And then our light tone. And that's what we have so far. So I'm going to finish it off, and then we'll put our sentiment on. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're done with the coloring. Look how pretty that looks. After everything is done, I'll add some glossy accents just to make all the metal shine and stuff, which I always think adds an extra touch. And this is the true colors of it. You see how nice and rich those tones are? I love it. Now, the last thing that we have to do is add our sentiment. And we get, in a card like this, you could stamp it right on top. The happiest season of all, or dashing through the snow. And since this card makes me happy, I think I'm going to do it's the happiest season of all. All right. So let me get my platform, and we're almost done. Super cute card. Let me make sure our size is correct. It's actually exactly 5 by 7, so you may want to trim it before adding your sentiment. Okay. And I think I'm just going to take a little bit from this side, just like an 1/8 of an inch, and that's because I want, when I put it on my card, to have a nice border. And just a teensy bit from this side. bottom a little bit. And I think we're good to go. So this is what we have. So now we can stamp our sentiment. And hopefully, let me see if I find, when we put it on our card base, it just gives us a little white background, which is what I want. Okay. Let's tape this down. I'm gonna get fresh tape just because I don't want this white to get ruined. And add our sentiment. And I think right there is gonna look good. Let me bring it close to me just to make sure that it's straight. And it's good to go. And that's our card. Let's do another little rub. It's basically just one layer, but everything that you add to it, it just brings out some, it gives a little more dimension, so it looks bigger. Like more layers than what it is. And for me, that's perfect. Okay, let's cut our card base and glue this pretty little card on. Let me get that going. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're gonna glue this onto our card base, and we're gonna be careful not to add too much glue so you can't see it on the other side. And just add a little bit. Just a tad. Enough to make it stick. And we're gonna add this to our base. Just make sure you leave a good amount of space around each side. And we're good to go. And there's our card. Now we can add something to here. Let's see, should we add glitter? Maybe we'll just use the glitter pen. You know, adding some of that faux snow will be nice. Let me get the faux snow. I'll be right back. Okay, this is the snow I purchased last year. And we're just gonna add a little bit to his hat. So I'm just gonna put some glue here. And this is gonna make it look like one big fuzzy ball. Only where I want it to stay. And we can add some. Just a tiny bit. Tap the rest away. And there we go. Looks like his little pom-pom up there is all fuzzy. And he is so cute. We can add our glossy accents now. I just put it on the metal portions of the card. So let's make sure this is working. Yep. And let's put some here. And all that's going to do is let it shine like metal. That's all. just about done. Okay, so I'm gonna do that to both sides, and that will be it. That's my card for today. Let me see if I can just angle this a little so you could see. And those are the true colors, those darker colors. I'm gonna take some good pictures so you guys can see it, and I hope this helps you. You were wondering how to do like layering without layering with paper, right? This gives you a nice background, and it really looks like he's going down a mountain. All right, guys, that's my project for today. Hope you guys have a great one. Bye.